Underworld in Sumerian belief was a dust-filled shadow realm called Kur. Everyone went there regardless of how they lived. No flames, just a land of silence where souls fed on clay and darkness stretched endlessly. It was ruled by Ereshkigal, and no one escaped once they entered. In ancient Egypt, the Duat was the realm of the dead. The journey through it was perilous, with gates, guardians, and serpents. Souls faced judgment by weighing their heart against the feather of Ma'at. If it failed, the heart was devoured by Ammit, a creature part lion, hippo, and crocodile. The punishment wasn't torture but annihilation. Hades in Greek thought wasn't a place of fire. It was a cold and misty realm under the earth, where souls drifted. Within it, Tartarus served as a deeper level, initially reserved for gods like the Titans. Later, it housed mortals who committed grave offenses, trapped in poetic tortures, Sisyphus with his stone, Tantalus with unreachable water and fruit. Helheim in Norse myth was the destination for those who died unheroically. Old age, disease, dishonor. Ruled by the goddess Hel, it was not a place of flames but of stillness and chill. There was no torture, only distance from valor, from warmth, from memory. In Christianity, especially Western branches, hell became a furnace of divine judgment. The soul burns eternally, consumed by fire yet never destroyed. Influenced by apocalyptic Judaism, Greek dualism, and medieval imagination, it turned into a moral abyss. Dante added structure. 9 circles, each sin matched to its punishment. At the center, Satan is not a king, but a frozen figure, gnawing traitors. Islam describes Jahannam, a vast pit of fire and torment. 7 layers, each deeper and more severe, assigned according to the soul's sins. Skin burns is renewed and burns again. Boiling water is drunk. Serpents strike. The stay can be eternal or temporary depending on one's deeds and belief. It's physical and metaphysical, a response to moral imbalance. Hindu cosmology features Naraka, a realm of karmic consequence. Dozens of hells exist, each tailored to specific violations. Some burn, others freeze, some impale, but none last forever. Once the soul exhausts its karmic debt, it returns to the cycle of rebirth. The system is not wrathful, but corrective. Buddhism's Naraka functions similarly. Multiple hells, hot and cold. Time spent there is vast but finite. Suffering corresponds to desire, hatred, delusion. One of the worst is Avicii, where sinners are cooked alive or crushed repeatedly. But all are temporary. Hell is a self-made reality, shaped by mental karma. Chinese folk religion expanded this into Diyu, a vast, bureaucratic hell. Yama, the king of hell, oversees a complex court system. Each sin is judged. Each punishment is assigned. There are chambers for slicing tongues, grinding bones, boiling oil. Eventually, souls drink from the river of forgetfulness and are reborn. Japanese Jigoku borrowed heavily from Chinese Diyu and Buddhist Naraka. Tortures are detailed: pits of spikes, mountains of needles, boiling cauldrons. Some levels focus not just on pain but emotional agony, where one must witness loved ones suffer because of one's actions. Again, not eternal. Suffering is followed by rebirth. Zoroastrian thought introduced Angra Mainyu, a cosmic force of evil. At death, the soul crosses the Chinvat bridge. If righteous, it narrows safely. If wicked, it narrows to a razor's edge, and the soul falls into a dark pit filled with filth and suffering. This hell is cold, filled with stench and sorrow, but ultimately temporary. At the final renovation of the world, all are purified in molten metal and reunited with the divine. Gnosticism taught that hell is the material world. The soul, a divine spark, is trapped in flesh by a demiurge, a false god. Suffering comes from ignorance and attachment. Salvation lies in awakening, remembering, escaping the false light. Hell is not fire, it's forgetting. In Tibetan traditions, there are cold hells where frostbite is endless, hot hells where bodies burst in flame, souls scream in agony, reborn into suffering over and over. But these are not damnations, they are states of mind projected into reality. Liberation is always possible through awareness. Aztec belief included Mictlan, a place where ordinary dead journeyed through 9 levels. The path was treacherous. wind, mountains, beasts. But it wasn't punishment, it was endurance. Only those who died violent or sacrificial deaths went elsewhere. Mictlan was neutral, vast, necessary. In Native American belief systems like the Navajo, there is no standardized hell. Some traditions speak of lower worlds filled with chaos or imbalance, places for souls that disrupted harmony. Suffering isn't inflicted, it's the natural result of spiritual disharmony, to be resolved through realignment. Modern interpretations turn hell inward. Psychological hells, cycles of addiction, trauma, guilt, or emptiness replace fire with despair. Hell becomes a loop, repetition, meaninglessness, isolation. Time doesn't burn, it erodes.